What is up, guys? So we have a crap load of new parts, and we're gonna put it all into the R9 because I low-sided, and because of that, there is a little bit of damage. Unfortunately, we got some damage on the tank, but that might be able to come out. All the fairings are screwed up, but the biggest things are my brake lever is a little broken. I lost this little piece. Clutch cover could be replaced, and my brake rear set is a little cooked. So I ended up ordering $2,000 worth of parts, and I'm going to be making a video of me putting it all on. We're going to start with what I know. So we are going to just slap on the front and rear brakes. That's a good start, so hell yeah. Bang, wiggle this up and over, and once you get this bad boy out, what you can do is you can either take like a flathead screwdriver and kind of just click this over, and you can manage to wiggle these out. So let me go ahead and grab just a little flathead and we should be good. A big thing that what you do when you get these out is you want to push back these pistons before you go ahead and change the pad. So what I like to do is I like to just take a flathead and I just kind of pry it. It's totally good for the cal. It's not a big deal as long as you're just being careful with it. And there's a lot of pressure on it. These will help the pads get out, and also don't use a screwdriver on the caliper itself. You definitely don't want to scratch or ruin those. So definitely have some more in them, but I'm switching over to some nice track brakes. So I'm freaking ready to go. Bang, so now these guys are in, it's pretty easy to see that calipers look pretty pushed back, everything looks even, and they're totally in the slot where if I pull on it, it's good to go. So I'm just going to set this back here, right in the middle, and I can just slap these bolts right back in, and I should be good to go. So let me do the other side really quick. Bang, easy as that. We have our old brake pads here. Definitely, if I ever really needed brake pads, these are ones I can bring with me just in case something happens to one of them. These are definitely still good enough to use. So I will put those to the side and make sure to use them if I need to. When you finish doing any sort of brakes, when you change your brake pads, when you do anything, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to press your brake and you're going to want to squeeze that a couple times, all the way till it's super, super stiff. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and just change this lever because it's like really bent. So let me get to that really quick. Just have a torque wrench here. Slap that on there and push down. Just like that, and it will come out the other side. I like to sit here and just keep it up so it comes out a little easier. Bang, we can drop that tire, and we are going to lose the chain here. So these brakes are a little simple. All you're going to do is take off that bolt right there, or that little Allen key thing, and it should detach from like this central thing. My chain fell. And these are like little push pins. You don't have to worry about this. They'll come out pretty easy. And let me just get to it. And just like that, my caliper is now compressed. You can use a C-clamp too. Looks like I got a little bit of brake fluid around it, or that's from WD-40 that I was splashing around. Hope it's not leaking, that wouldn't be good. But dang, we're just gonna take this out. It's just a little, I just use a flathead screwdriver here. the rear set. We put that thing all on. If it falls apart while I'm riding, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I think I got everything in there though, and the thing looks sweet. I got the new lever on too. This also took forever to get. Vortex is fire. I got the clip-ons ready to go. I just need to get a big enough bolt that will fit right here. And so, bang, here's the other side. The one thing I'm working on is getting this shifter peg here, and this thing is so ridiculously tight on there. It's like freaking crazy. So I'm working on that right now. That man right there is an absolute legend. Freaking guy. Thank you, Arthur. Fucking goat. And I'm gonna get into finishing the rest of this hammering, but I ended up getting this off. That was the side that was broken and bent, and here is what it looks like here. It took literally so long, but I ended up also getting the shifter on. Feels great, looks great, hell yeah. This side I just need to cut the grip and everything. So the issue I'm having right now is that this, of course I take the retaining pins out and everything, this is like significantly too small. So I'm not sure if I got the wrong size, but I guess we'll see. I'm gonna try to force it. So all right, it is a absolutely brand new day and it's raining outside, as you can actually, you can't really tell, but holy crap, the ISO is not very good right now. Anyways, I keep saying we for some reason. I finally got the right size clip on, so we're gonna be able to put these bad boys on. And you know Arthur I talked about, I stole his, okay, this is off his MT-09 and it should work just fine. So I'm gonna have a throttle tube to actually race with. Let's go. All right, so I'm gonna focus on getting the clip-ons on right now. So I'm gonna just get to that. So after a good amount of time, we ended up getting absolutely everything on. Completely. All right, so after a while, we actually got everything on it. And this, I'm gonna go for the first test ride. One thing that I did do is I drilled a hole a little bit too far down on this. So I need to bring it back a little more so this can come up. Which is also making the clutch a little bit higher, just because if it's lower, it's gonna hit this. So this is kind of more optimal where this is. I think I'll probably need to bleed my brakes a little bit, but other than that, we should be good to go. Yeah.
Why'd you say it like that?
Okay. There's a couple reasons I said it like that.